One more breath right here. And then use your next exhale, right hand plank in front of your nose. Inhale your left finger side to side as you open your chest to the left. Exhale back to your tabletop position. Find any shifts through the hips, the spine that you need to reorient. And then use your next inhale, come back to neutral. Exhale, hug up and in through the belly. And then inhale, reach your right heel up and back to hip height. As you exhale, hug your right heel in towards your right glute. Stay here for the inhale. And then exhale, hug your right knee in towards your belly. Take it out wide to the right, and then point your right knee back to the short edge of the mat. So some hip circles with that right leg, starting by hugging your knee in towards your chest and then taking it wide. Find about 3 in this direction, and then switch directions. Take your right knee wide to the right, hug it into your belly, and then point your right knee back. On that third circle, when you bring your right knee high and wide, step your right foot outside your right hand for a low lizard lunge. So find any movement here, shifting front to back, side to side, settling into your stretch, feeling some space, some release through the right hip crease, right front hip face, and then also the left front hip face. A little bitty squeeze in your left glute. And you can hang here, drawing your chest forward in between your upper arms, or if you want to pivot on your right heel, point your right toes away from the midline, and find some space through the right hip. Maybe right hand to your right knee, right inner thigh. Maybe you hug your left heel in towards your left glute, reach around with your right fingers for your left ankle for the toes. Find some breath. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Next inhale, release your bind if you have it, unravel your spine, point your right toes forward, and then exhale, shift your hips back for Ardha Hanumanasana. Start by keeping the ball of that right foot pressing into the mat. Stay here for one more breath. Reach your tailbone and your chest away from one another. Use your next inhale, flex your right foot. Keep a little bend in your right knee. One more breath right here. Use your exhale to release that. Make your way back to your tabletop position. Find any movements through the spine that you want, like a knee. And then bringing spine back to neutral, hugging the belly up and in. Next inhale, reach your left heel up and back to hip height. Next exhale, hug your left heel in towards your left glute. And then starting to find those circles. Next exhale, will draw your left knee in towards your chest, spine, move around. Take your left knee out wide to the left, and then point your left knee behind you. 2 more of those. And then switching directions, point your left knee out to the left, hug it in towards your belly, left knee points behind you. And then after that third one, or on that third one, bring your left knee high and wide, step your left foot outside your left hand for that low lizard lunge. Once again, finding shifts, movements here before settling in, pressing down through your left heel, squeezing your right glute, and sending your chest forward. Hanging right here. If you want to pivot on the left heel, turn your left toes out towards the left. Bring your left hand inside your left knee, press your torso away from your left inner thigh or knee, or both. Maybe you hug your right heel in towards your right glute and reach around with your left fingers. Stay here for one more breath. Use your inhale, unravel your spine, release your bind, left toes point forward, and then exhale. Shift your hips back for Ardha Hanumanasana. Keep the ball of the left foot pressing into the mat to start. Next inhale, flex your left toes. One more breath, reach your tailbone and your sternum away from one another. And then use your exhale to release. Left knee steps to meet your right. Let's stretch through our wrists. Bring your palms to the mat. Fingertips towards the knees. Soft bend in the elbows. Shift your hips to your heels. Keep the heels of the hands pressing into the mat. And then put your fingers away from one another. Palms still pressing down. Maybe you shift side to side. Rotate those hands again, 10 fingers point towards the top short edge of the mat, palms still pressing down. Maybe draw circles with your shoulders over your wrists. Backs of the hands come to the mat, fingers towards your knees, intersection of the wrist and the back of the hand pressing into the mat. Maybe you shift your hips towards your heel. If you're just doing one at a time, go ahead and switch. Use your next breath to rotate your hands so that your fingers point towards the top short edge of the mat. Backs of the hands still pressing in. You can shift front to back or side to side here if you like. And then use your next breath, have a seat on your heels, take your arms out wide to a T, make fists, thumbs to the middle knuckles, and then drop your fists down towards the mat and take the backs of the hands to the mat. Keep a hold of the knuckles with the thumbs. Maybe your elbows are deeply bent and you work them towards straight with your breath. One more breath right here. And then release that, give your hands a shake. And then plant your palms, walk them forward on your mat. Find your way to a downward dog. Curl your toes under, lift your hips, and find any movement that you like once you get there. Use a couple of breaths to check in. Notice where you feel your downward dog. And make adjustments and take some breath into that space. Start to settle and set up into your pose. Pressing through the palms and the feet to point your tailbone up, hug your belly up and in. A few rounds through some spinal rolls. Inhale, lift your heels. Start to round through low back, mid back, upper back. Draw your chest and gaze forward. Last, soften in the elbows. Exhale to bend your knees, put your tailbone up and press it back, downward dog. Two more like that. Inhale, round and roll it forward. Exhale, downward dog. One more time, round and roll to draw your chest forward. Exhale, lead with the tailbone, downward dog. Next inhale, draw your chest forward, high plank pose. Start to hug your belly up and away from the mat. Send your chest forward, soften in the elbows. Next inhale, lift your right toes to hover. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, hug it in, round the spine, press to the palms to separate the shoulder blades. Inhale, leg lifted plank. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, leg lifted plank. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, leg lifted plank. Exhale, right toes meet your left. Switching sides, inhale, hover those left toes. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, hover the left toes. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, leg lifted plank. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, leg lifted plank. Exhale, left toes meet your right. Go ahead and drop your knees. Whatever you need here, if you want some rounds of cat-cow, if you want to take the weight out of your hands, shake your wrists, maybe you make your way into a little bit of an ustrasana, stretch through the belly. But find some breath and some space. And then plant your palms, make your way back to your plank pose. Use an inhale to draw your chest forward. So we're going to find some shoulder taps. Use your next exhale. Take your right fingers to your left shoulder. And then right hand plants, left fingers to right shoulder. Left hand plants, right fingers, left shoulder. Right hand plants, left fingers, right shoulder. Left hand plants, one more each side, right fingers. Left fingers. This time, take your left hand in front of diagonal to your right. Lower your left forearm, left elbow to the mat, and then pivot onto the pinky edge weight of your left foot for forearm side plank. Reach your right fingers high. Inhale, squeeze to the left side body. Exhale, close it down. Right forearm, right elbow plants across from your left. Switch your side forearm plank. Left fingers reach. Inhale, squeeze to the right side of the body to lift your left hip. Exhale, plant your left hand across from your right elbow. And then bring your right hand across from your left ear back in high plank pose. Drop your knees to the mat once again. Find cat-cow stretches. Take some weight off your hands. Give your shoulders a break. We've got that on the other side. And then we'll start flowing. Back to your plank pose. Curl your toes under. Lift your hips. So finding those shoulder taps. Starting with the left hand this time. The left hand, right shoulder. Left hand plants right hand, left shoulder. Right hand plants left hand. Right hand. Left hand. Right hand this time, right hand to the top right corner of the mat. Lower your right elbow, right forearm. Find that forearm side plank. Left fingers reach. Exhale, forearm plank. Plant your left forearm, left elbow across from your right. And then use the breath, switch your side plank. Left forearm roots, right fingers reach. Inhale right here. Exhale, plant your right hand across from your left elbow. Make your way back to your plank pose and then exhale to downward dog. Inhale, draw your chest forward. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly. 3 rounds of cobra. Hands wherever you like them. Use an inhale. Press through the palms and lift the chest. Squeeze to the back body, but hug the belly up and in. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, lower. And inhale. Exhale, lower. Next exhale, shift your hips back, child's pose. Find a few breaths here. Maybe you walk your hands down by your heels. Let your shoulders rest on your knees. Use your next breath. Make your way back to downward dog. Inhale to lift your heels. Exhale, make your way to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall. Stretch your arms up and over. Right hand, left wrist up and over to the right. Long to the left side of the body. Inhale to center. Exhale, left hand, right wrist up and over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, cactus the arms and lift the chest. Inhale, elbows forward, fingers back, shoulder blades squeeze, belly hug. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, mixing vinyasa. Downward dog on the exhale. Find 3 breaths. After that 3rd breath, inhale to lift your heels. Exhale, make your way to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall, stretch your arms up and over. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, move through vinyasa or don't, making your way back to downward dog, however you want to get there. Use your next inhale, 3-limb dog, right heel reaches up and back. Exhale, bend through the right knee, open the right hip. Stay here for a breath. Really squeeze your right heel in towards your right glute and try to point your right knee up high. Inhale. Exhale, hug your right knee in towards your chest. Step your right foot by your right thumb, and then next exhale, find a twisted lunge. Open your chest to the right, reach your right fingers high. Inhale right here, soften with the left elbow. Exhale, supported side plank. Heel toe your right foot in front of your left hip. Press through all three of your base limbs to lift your right hip higher. Inhale right here. Exhale, right hand plants, find your way to a plank pose. Step your right toes to meet your left. Use your next inhale. Step your right hand in front of your left, and then lower your right forearm to the mat. Do the same thing with your left forearm. You're in a forearm plank. Send your chest forward. Press through the balls of the feet. Inhale right here. Exhale, tiptoe your toes towards your elbows to find a dolphin pose. Everybody's favorite. Keep your knees bent in your dolphin pose. Point your tailbone up like you do in downward dog. And then use your exhale to shift your chest towards your knees, your thighs. From here, we're going to make our way to downward dog. You can either start to press strong through both hands and try to lift your elbows simultaneously, or lower your knees, lift your elbows, and then curl your toes under to lift your hips. Find your breath. Use your next inhale, reach your left heel high to the sky, 3-limb dog. Exhale, bend your left knee, open your left hip. Here for the inhale, keep that left heel hugging close and reach your left heel high. Exhale, making our way to that twisted lunge. Hug your left knee in towards your chest, step your left foot through. Right hand stays, left fingers reach, open your chest to the left. Inhale right here. Exhale, supported side plank. Heel toe your left foot in front of your right hip. Open your hips and your chest to the left. Soft bend in the right elbow. Press through your 3 base limbs to lift your left hip. Next exhale, close it down. Left hand plants, plank pose, step your left toes to meet your right. From here, walk your right hand forward and lower your right elbow to the mat. Same thing with your left. Forearm plank. Stay here for a breath. And then find your dolphin pose, tiptoe your feet towards your elbows. Lift your hips. See what kind of space you can create here. Use your breath. Pressing through your elbows to shift your shoulders back. Use your next breath. Find your downward dog, either by lowering your knees to lift your elbows or pressing through the palms and lifting your elbows at the same time. Next exhale, knees find the mat for everyone. Take them wide. Find a child's pose. Couple more breaths right where you are. Cleansing breath if you like it, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then use your next breath. Make your way back to your downward dog. From your downward dog, use an inhale to lift your heels high. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, point your tailbone up. And then exhale, hop your feet forward. Forward fold. Next exhale, sink your hips. And inhale your arms up and over for a chair pose. So settle into your chair pose. Maybe you want to walk your feet a little wider to be hip distance apart. Maybe you like feet closer together, big toes touching, heels separated a little. Find what works for you and then start to press through the feet. Find the outer heels on both sides to feel your upper outer glutes light up. Exhale to sink your hips a little lower, and then inhale to stack your shoulders over your hips. Inhale right here. Stay for the exhale. Use your next inhale. Standing knee balance. Stand tall. Bring your left knee with you to hip height. Arms wherever they serve you. Flex your left toe. Squeeze the right glute. Inhale. Exhale. Supported warrior 3. Hinge forward. Bring your fingertips to the mat in front of your left toes. Reach your left heel up and back. Plenty of room for your torso in between your right toes and your fingers. Maybe you need to walk them forward. Inhale to reach your chest and left heel away from one another. Exhale takes us to a crescent lunge. Step your left foot back a long way as you lunge your right knee forward. Inhale your arms up and over. Stack that left heel tall over your left toe knuckles. Use your next exhale to lower your left knee to hover. Reach your fingers long through both sides of the body. Inhale right here. Exhale, warrior two. Take that back heel down and in. Open it up. Arms reach out to a T. Lunge your right knee forward. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Stay for the exhale. One more inhale, long through the right side of the body. Exhale, runner's lunge. Cartwheel the arms, pivot onto the ball of the left foot, and plant your hands to frame your right. Inhale right here. Exhale, pyramid pose. Straighten through your front leg. Keep your back heel lifted. Draw back through the right hip crease to square your two sits bones. Send your chest forward towards your right toes. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, bend your right knee enough so that your hands can plant. And then step your right foot to meet your left, downward dog. Use your inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, lift up through the tailbone. Exhale, hop your feet forward right into that chair pose. Sink the hips, bend the knees. Inhale the arms up and over. Here for one breath to find your engagements in your chair pose. Next inhale, stand tall. Bring your right knee with you. Here for a breath and a balance. Flex your right toes, squeeze your left glute. Next exhale, warrior three with some support with those fingers. Kick your right heel up and back. Square the hips. Reach your chest and your right heel away from one another. Next exhale, high on Johnny, step your right toes back a long way. Spike your right heel. Inhale, your arms whoops up and over. Take here for a breath. Pressing through the feet. Next exhale, hover the right knee. Here for a breath. And then use your next breath. Take your back heel down and in. Find that warrior two. Lunge your left knee forward. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Stay for your exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, runner's lunge. Cartwheel the arms. Plant the hands. Pivot out to the ball of the right foot. Next exhale, pyramid pose. Press through the feet to straighten your front leg. Keep your back heel lifted. Draw back through your left hip crease and send your chest forward. Next exhale, bend your right knee, left knee enough so your hands can plant. Step your left foot to meet your right. From here, you can move through a vinyasa if you like, or head straight to downward dog. Find a breath in your downward dog once you make it there, however you make it there, and then make your way to the child's pose. Find some breath in your child's pose. Grab a drink if you want it. We're going to put all that together and add a couple things in. So a couple more breaths right where you are. And use your next breath. Make your way to your downward dog. Finding your breath in your downward dog. And then use your next inhale. Reach your right heel up and back through limbo. Exhale, bend your right knee, open your right hip. Hang right here, or if you'd like to flip your dog, shift your shoulders forward, step your right toes behind your left knee, pivot your hips and chest up. Inhale right here. Exhale, step your right foot back to the top of the mat. We're going to find a skater's lunge over a bent right knee. So hands take a short walk to the left. Bend that right knee about 30–40%. You can bring your hands to heart center. You can lift fingertips on the mat. You can take your arms out wide. Press through the outsides of your feet. Reach your tailbone back and your chest forward. Inhale right here. Exhale, twisted lunge in the back of the mat. So hands walk all the way to the left. Right hand plants. Left fingers reach as you open your chest to the left. Inhale right here. Exhale, side plank, your variation. So maybe you find support with that left foot in front of your right hip. Or maybe you stack your left foot. Left fingers reach. Inhale right here. Exhale, close it down. Plant your left hand in front of diagonal to your right. Lower your left forearm to the mat. Inhale, pivot on to the left side. We get to left foot, forearm side plank. Next exhale, forearm plank. Plant your right forearm, right elbow across from your left. Inhale right here. Exhale, dolphin pose. Walk your toes toward your elbows. Here for a breath. Use your next exhale. Either drop the knees to lift the elbows or press to the palms. Lift the elbows, downward dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, reach up through the tailbone. Exhale, hop your feet forward to that chair pose. Sink the hips, stretch the arms up and over. Inhale right here. Exhale, stand tall, bring your left knee with you. Flex your left toes. Inhale right here. Exhale, cross your left thigh all the way over your right. Eagle leg, sit your hips back. Hug your inner thighs and outer shins together. From here, you can cactus your arms or bring your hands to heart center. Next, inhale, stand up enough to unravel your legs and exhale your way to your warrior three, supported or unsupported. Inhale right here. Exhale, crescent lunge. Step your left toes back a long way. Stretch your arms up and over. Inhale right here. Exhale, lower your left knee to hover. Here for the inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Take your left heel down and in. Next inhale, standing right angle. Straighten through your right leg. Put your 10 toes in front of you and reach your fingers high. I'm turning around, don't you do it. Inhale right here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands to the left. Plant your hands to frame your left foot for runner's lunge. Next, exhale, find your pyramid pose. Straighten through your front left leg. Back heels lifted. Use your inhale. Start to lift your torso. Take some weight out of your fingers. Feel the core engage from front to back. Next exhale, release that. Bend your left knee enough so that your hands can plant. And then inhale your way to three-limb dog. Hips and left heel high to the sky. Exhale, bend your left knee, open your left hip. Here for a breath. And then maybe you want to hang here, maybe you want to flip your dog, shift your shoulders forward, step your left toes behind your right knee, open your hips and chest. Inhale right here. Exhale, close it down. Left hand plants in front of diagonal to your right hand. Left toes come to the mat. Lower your left forearm. Make your way to that side plank. I think I'm missing something, but you keep doing that. Inhale right here. Exhale. Right arm meets your left. Forearm plank. Inhale right here. Exhale, dolphin pose. I am. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, press to the palms. Lift your elbows. Find your downward dog. All right, we gotta make this right. I gotta make this right. Inhale, left heel reaches high to the sky. Go ahead and step your left foot through. Walk your hands to the right. Find that skater's lunge over a bit left knee. Arms are yogi's choice. Hands to heart center, fingers reaching away from one another. Inhale right here. Exhale, twisted lunge. Walk your hands to the right. Left hand plants, right fingers reach. Inhale right here. Exhale, make your way to your side plank. Your variation, support with that right foot in front of your left hip or stack that right foot. Inhale. Exhale, plank pose. Plant your right hand across from your left. Put it onto the balls of both feet. Here for the inhale. Exhale, hips rise, downward dog. All right, now we're back on. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, lift your tailbone. And exhale, hop your feet forward to chair pose. Sink the hips. Reach the arms up and over. Here for the inhale. Use your next breath. Stand tall. Bring your right knee with you. Flex your right toes. Next exhale, eagle legs. Right thigh all the way over the left. Hug your outer shins, inner thighs together. Cactus your arms. Bring your hands to heart center. Lift your hips enough to unravel your legs and make your way to that warrior three. Reach your left heel up and back. Inhale. Exhale. Crescent lunge. Step your right toes back a long way. Lunge your left knee forward. Stretch your arms up and over. Next exhale, hover that back knee. Here for the inhale. Exhale, transition to your warrior two. Drop your back heel. Open your hips and chest. Next inhale, standing wide angle. Stand tall, point your toes in front of you and reach your fingers high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, runner's lunge at the top of the mat. Walk your hands to the right. Lunge your right knee forward. Here for the inhale. Exhale, straighten your front leg, pyramid pose. Start to engage the core from front to back. Come up onto those fingertips. Inhale. Exhale. Release that. Bend your right knee enough to plant your hands. Take your right foot back to meet your left for plank pose. Move through a vinyasa or don't. Downward dog on the exhale. Find a cleansing breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. And then child's pose. Find your breath. All right, I think we have time to do it 2 more times through. And I'll try not to mess it up. So make your way to your downward dog. Find your breath. Think about your movement. Only adding things in if you want to. Next inhale. I'm not going to add anything in. You can though. Or you can move stuff up. Inhale, take your right heel high to the sky, 3 lift up. Exhale, bend your right knee, open your right foot. Stay right here, flip your dog. Shift your chest forward. Step your right toes. Inhale right here. Exhale, skater's lunge over a bent right knee. Step your right foot forward. Walk your hands a short ways to the left. And arms are yogi's choice here. Inhale. Exhale, twisted lunge at the back of the mat. Right fingers low, left fingers high. Lunge your left knee forward. Inhale right here. Exhale to your side plank, your variation. Whatever you want to do with that left leg. Inhale right here. Exhale, close it down. Left hand plants in front of diagonal to your right. Forearm side plank on the left side. Reach your right fingers high. Exhale, forearm plank. Right elbow, right forearm across from your left. Inhale here. Exhale, dolphin pose. Lift your hips as you walk your toes toward your elbows. Here for the inhale. Exhale, downward dog. However you want to get there, find a way to lift those elbows at the same time. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, lift your tailbone. Exhale, hop your feet to chair pose. Next inhale, stand tall, bring your left knee with you. Eagle pose on the next exhale, left thigh over your right. If you want to eagle your arms, left elbow under right. Wherever you are, lift your chest. Keep your hips low and unravel. Find your warrior three. Arms can stay or shift. Inhale right here. Exhale, crescent lunge. Step your left toes back a long way. Stretch your arms up and over. Inhale. Exhale, hover that back knee. Next exhale, warrior two. Inhale, standing wide angle. Point your toes forward. Reach your fingers high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, runner's lunge. Walking your hands to the left, so back to the top of your mat. Inhale right here. Exhale, pyramid pose. Straighten your front leg to lift your hips. Start to press through the feet. Lift your torso halfway. Maybe your hands come to heart center. Exhale, hands plant, bend your left knee. Inhale your way to three-limb dog, left heel and hips high. Exhale, bend your left knee, open your left hip. Hang right here or flip your dog, shift your shoulders forward. Inhale. Exhale, skater's lunge, close it down, step your left foot through, walk your hands to the right, lunge over your left knee, arms are yogi's choice. Inhale. Exhale, twisted lunge at the back of the mat, left hand plants, right fingers reach. Here for the inhale. Exhale, side plank, pivot onto pinky edge point of your left foot, reach your right fingers high. Inhale. Exhale, close it down, right hand plants in front of diagonal to your left, lower your right elbow, forearm side plank, right side. Inhale right here. Exhale, forearm plank, left elbow, left forearm across from your right. Inhale here. Exhale, dolphin pose, walk your toes towards your elbow. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Lift your elbows at the same time. Always the option to lower the knees. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, lift your tailbone. Exhale, hop to your chair pose. Here for the inhale. Exhale, stand tall, bring your right knee with you. Use a breath, eagle pose, right thigh over your left. Eagle arms, right elbow under your left, if you want them. Keep your hips low as you unravel your legs, make your way to your warrior three. Arms are yogi's choice. Inhale. Exhale, crescent lunge. Lunge your left knee forward. Stretch your arms up and over. Next exhale, hover that right knee. Next exhale, warrior two. Inhale, standing wide angle. Exhale, wide angle, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, runner's lunge. Walk your hands to the right. Inhale right here. Exhale, straighten through your front leg, pyramid pose. Start to breathe into your core. Hug that core from front to back. And then lift your torso halfway, hands come to heart center. Exhale, release that, plant your hands. Sneak your right foot back to meet your left. Find plank pose. Move through vinyasa. Or don't. Downward dog. Then find a child's pose for just a couple of breaths. And then we'll move through it one more time. Grab a drink if you want it. Use your next breath, make your way back to your downward dog. Next inhale, right heel reaches up and back through the dog. Exhale, bend your right knee, open your right hip. Inhale or flip your dog. Here for the inhale. Exhale, closes it down to skater's lunge. Step your right foot forward, walk your hands to the left. Yogi's choice on the arms. Exhale, twisted lunge at the back of the mat. Right fingers low, left fingers high. Inhale right here. Exhale, plank, side plank pose. Whatever you want to do with that left leg. Exhale to close it down, left hand planks in front of diagonal to your right. Lower your left forearm, find your forearm side plank, reach your right fingers high. Inhale. Exhale, forearm plank, pivot onto the balls of both feet, elbows across from one another. Next exhale, dolphin pose, walk your toes towards your elbows. Exhale after that, downward dog, press to the palms and lift the elbows. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, lift the tailbone. Hop to that chair pose. Feet come forward, hips sit back. Inhale right here. Exhale, stand tall, bring your left knee with you. Next exhale, eagle pose. Left thigh over your right. Left elbow under your right if you like it. Use your breath, unravel to your warrior three. Keep your arms or don't. Flex your left toes. Exhale, crescent lunge, step your left toes back, reach your arms. Next exhale, hover that back knee. Next exhale, warrior two. Inhale, standing right angle. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands to the left, runner's lunge. Next exhale, pyramid pose. Inhale, half hinge, bring your hands to heart center or reach your fingertips out over your head. Next exhale, release that and inhale your way to three-limb dog. Hips and left heel high to the sky. Exhale, bend your left knee, open your left hip. Hang here, flip your dog, step your left toes. Exhale, close it down, skater's lunge over a bent left knee. Plant your left foot at the top of the mat, walk your hands to the right. Next exhale, twisted lunge at the back of your mat. Left fingers low, right fingers high. Exhale, side plank, whatever you want to do with that right leg, reach your right fingers high. Next exhale, close it down, forearm side plank, right hand in front of diagonal to your left, lower your right forearm, reach your left fingers. Forearm plank, left forearm across from your right, pressing into the balls of both feet. Exhale, dolphin pose. Next exhale, downward dog, press the palms, lift the elbows. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, lift your tailbone. Exhale, chair pose, hop your feet forward, scoop your hips. Next exhale, stand tall, bring your right knee with you. Eagle pose, right thigh over your left, right elbow under your left. Unravel warrior three on the exhale. Next exhale, step it back, high on Johnny. Exhale, hover your back knee. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, standing wide angle. Exhale, wide angle forward, full hinge forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands to the right. Runner's lunge over that right knee. Next exhale, pyramid pose, straighten through your right leg. Half hinge, pyramid pose. Hands come to heart center as you lift your chest halfway or reach your fingers out in front of you. Inhale. Exhale, release. Plant your hands to frame your right foot. Inhale to sneak your right foot back to meet your left. Move through vinyasa, or don't. Find a downward dog, and then a child's pose. Settling your breath. Maybe you walk your hands down by your heels. Let your shoulders rest on your knees. Settling your breath and your heart. From your child's pose, use your next breath. Draw yourself forward into a tabletop and then find some spinal movement. Barrel rolls, cat-cow stretches. And then coming back to neutral, go ahead and make your way onto your belly. And take your arms out wide to a T. Then bring your left palm in towards your left shoulder, point your left elbow up. Hug your left heel in towards your left glute. Right fingers are reaching away from the right armpit out to the right. And then press through the left palm to open your chest to the left and step your left toes behind your right knee. Opening up through the right shoulder, right side chest. Next exhale, close it down just enough to cactus that right arm, so 90-degree bend in the right elbow. And then same stretch. Just feels a little different. Closing that down on the exhale, switching sides, reach your left fingers out to the left. Plant your right hand next to your right shoulder, hug your right heel in towards your right glute. Gaze to the right, and then press through that right palm to open your chest to the right. Step your right toes behind your left. Next exhale, close that down enough to cactus your left arm. And then same stretch, press through the right palm. Opening up a little more through the chest, the shoulder. And next exhale, close that all the way down, back to your belly. Walk your elbows under your shoulders. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. And then press down really strong through your elbows like you're trying to drag them to the back short edge of the mat to send your chest forward. Hug your low belly up and in a little. And then release that. Press your way to a child's pose, hips to heels. And then crawl yourself into upright, shift over onto one hip and extend your legs out long in front of you. Flex through the feet. Adjust whatever you need to adjust. Inhale to stretch your arms up and over. Exhale, lead with the chest as you fold forward. Don't let your shoulders or your spine round forward. Stay long through the front side of the belly of the spine. Let your fingertips fall close to your hips, or your knees, your thighs. A little bend in the knees too. Stay here for one more inhale, and then exhale if you want to round your spine. And take your forehead somewhere else, feel free, melting into your forward fold. Next inhale, bring your torso back into upright, make your way to your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Use your next exhale to twist your spine. Maybe you want to straighten your right leg and take your left knee all the way across your body. Maybe you want to cross one thigh over the other. Maybe you want to drop both knees to one side. But take your knees in one direction and your chest and gaze either right up to the ceiling, or you can shift your gaze in the opposite direction of your knees. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Use the breath to unravel. Knees come back to center and switch sides with your twist. Whatever kind of twist you like. Knees in one direction, reaching opposite or same side fingers in the opposite direction. I don't know if that cue makes sense. Gaze either upward or up over your right shoulder. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And unravel your spine. Adjust your hips to line up with your shoulders, or your shoulders to line up with your hips, and exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Inhale to straighten through both legs. Find a double leg stretch, and or a full happy baby. Take your knees to your armpit. Pulling down on the ankles or the outsides of the feet in your happy baby. Pressing your tailbone down towards the mat. Using your breath to release that and find any last shapes that you'd like to make before your Shavasana. Finding a place to rest, maybe extending your legs long, arms down by your side. Maybe shifting to a child's pose or a position on your belly. Wherever you decide to take your rest, continue to use your breath to find some release and relaxation through the body. Next, inhale, draws in deep through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. And then releasing all breath controls, settle into a natural rhythm. Start to notice your breath. Allow your breath to deepen as you start to find some movements into fingers and toes. Maybe you let your head fall from right to left side. Using the breath for a gentle reawakening through the body. Start to roll through the wrists to ankles. Maybe you inhale for a full body stretch, reaching fingers and toes away from one another. And or exhaling the knees into the chest, one last Apanasana. Maybe you rock a little from side to side, checking in with kidneys. Rolling over to one side, resting, same side ear on same side bicep, if you like that to finish your practice. And then everyone breathing their way to a final comfortable seat. Keep your eyes low or closed, stack your shoulders over your hips. Next, deep inhale, stretch your arms up and over, bring your palms together. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Lift your chest a little and tuck your chin. One last breath together, deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Thank you so much for being here, sharing this practice together. The light within me honors and admires the light within each of you. Namaste. Thank you, guys. Can unmute you.
Thanks, Monica. Very much.
Thanks, Russ. Thanks, David.
Thanks, Monica.
Thanks, Griff. Thanks, Christy. Bye. Bye, Amy. Thank you. Bye, Jamie. Thank you. You guys have
Hello,
a great
everybody. Good morning. Have a good weekend.
You too, Russ.
You too, Russ.